Anya wao adopted. Hello, Mom.
This video is for losing traders, those who are frustrated, those who are on the verge of giving up, and those who have actually given up. And if you can't handle the truth, please, I beg you, click off this video. Don't say I didn't warn you, because it's about to be good. What's up, everybody? What's up, happy people? This is BGFX Legend. And before we continue, before we start, and if it is your first time and you're probably asking yourself, who is this guy? I've been trading in the markets for over a decade now, and within that time I've managed to interact with thousands and thousands of traders. I've managed to experience the markets myself, the ups and downs of being a trader, and I've also managed to grow a community of like-minded people, BGFX community. So which means I do have a voice in the markets, and I'm about to share these things, and I believe that it's going to change your life. Believe me when I say this. I know that you have listened to a couple of people, you have watched tons and tons of videos trying to find the secrets, the real secrets in the markets, and you're actually frustrated right now. I'm about to unpick what I feel like are the main things that are actually stopping you from being a trader. So the first thing is the mindset of a person, the mindset of a trader. And after going through my own personal journey and also interacting with as many people as possible, I realized that if your mindset is not that strong and if your mindset is not that developed, you are going to struggle even if you have what we call the best strategy in the markets. So to start, I need to tell you one thing. And that one thing is that trading is not too difficult. It's not that complicated, but it is us human beings who complicate it. It is not that complicated. Tell yourself that this is not that complicated. When you look at people who are making it in the markets, these are average people just like yourself. And I believe that some of you are well-learned people. Some of you have more resources to actually use in terms of time, money, and a whole lot of things. So what I've realized is that once you tell yourself that this thing is possible, I can actually achieve it, you have pre-programmed your mind that I will achieve. When you go through tough times, it's not going to crush you. Matter of fact, you will find yourself flourishing where others are being crushed. And I realized this with my own personal journey, that if I tell myself that this thing is too difficult, I've already pre-programmed my mind that I won't achieve it. But once you tell yourself that this is achievable and you've seen others succeeding, and I know right now there's a guy who's sitting behind this video and is saying, oh my God, what is this guy talking about? Trading is very complicated. It is not that complicated. But I do agree with you if you say it can be quite intimidating when you're starting. Yes, of course, some of the things that you're going to learn, you're going to see them for the first time. But once you are familiar with these concepts, it's just like driving. The first time that you start driving, it's quite intimidating. You're scared, and you're actually scared of driving and passing through other people who are driving. And if you keep at it, you realize that after some time, you will not even think about driving. You just drive to your destination. So this is what is crushing many people. The mindset, it has to change. Once it changes, then you are good to go. So how do you change that mindset? The first thing is to create a zone. Tell yourself that this is possible, this is achievable. And this is one trick that I've seen that works, right? Which is called a picture system. Find people who are successful, maybe one or two people, and then you can actually print out some pictures, display them in your place, in your environment, people who have achieved what you want to achieve. When you wake up each and every day to see these people, when you wake up to see what they've done in the markets, what they've achieved in your journey, you are programming yourself and telling yourself that this is possible. If this person managed to achieve exactly what I want to achieve, then it is achievable. So mindset is everything, guys. Mindset is everything when it comes to a trader. Develop it, nourish it, build it, and see yourself becoming one of the greatest, if not the best in the whole world. The next thing that is very, very important and crucial is that you have to change the way you see trading. If you treat trading like any other hustle or like gambling, it's going to pay you like one. So many people, they've not yet realized that trading is actually a very big business. You need to treat trading like a business. What do I mean? If you look at a lot of successful businesses and entrepreneurs, they have certain things that they do to become successful. For example, you need to be a person who's so jealous when it comes to their systems and processes. What do I mean by that? You see a person, just because trading is easily accessible, you just need your phone and a computer, a laptop to actually start trading. And maybe you need a minimum amount of money to start. It does not mean that you need to niche down when it comes to the quality of the processes that you need to implement, right? So once you realize that this is a $6 to $7 trillion business, you need to think deep. Sit down, ask yourself, be calm. If I want to be successful in this kind of a business, what is it that I'm really doing? For example, some people just have money, quickly go and deposit just because they saw person A making money and they say, okay, I can actually do it myself, right? Without doing research, without sitting down to study, without sitting down to mark the charts. You just put in your money. You don't even know what is involved in the business. You don't even know the ups and downs of the business. So you have to create what we call a business plan. Sit down, create yourself a business plan. Okay, I want to become a successful trader, and this is my target, this is my goal. Make sure they are smart and realistic goals. Let's take, for example, you say I want to make at least $500 a month. So if I want to make $500 a month, I need a certain amount of money as my capital. Of course, I put that aside. So what level of skill do I really need for me to be able to generate that income? Right? So for me to make $500 a month, then you can divide by the 20 days that you're trading in the markets, and you see the daily amount that you need to make. Okay, for me to make this daily amount, what kind of a strategy do I need to trade? Is it swing trading where I'm holding for 2 days, or it's scalping or day trading where I'm holding my trades for a few minutes to a few hours? What kind of a risk to reward ratio system do I really need? What kind of a risk management system do I really need? Make sure these things are written down. You need to write the vision down. Make it plain for yourself, because once you put it down, you can always be able to go back and refine it, always go back and develop it and become stronger. So treat trading like a business. Once you do that, you'll be able to see your flows, whether you are making money. All businesses that you see, they do have accounting people that they implement. They do have accounting systems. They do have management systems. They do have safety systems in place for them to be successful. They do have risk management systems for them to be successful. So if you can have all these things, all these parameters laid out, trust me, the process is quite intimidating, quite tedious, but you will thank yourself for doing that. So I've always encouraged my students and everybody that I speak to say that, you know what, it's not that this thing is too difficult, but there's a certain kind or certain amount of work you are trying to avoid. So if you avoid something in trading, you will pay back. Remember that. This takes us to the next point, which is very, very crucial. You need to treat trading like you're in college. Yes, I know for some of you are school dropouts, some of you hate school, some of you love school, some of you are still in school. Whenever you speak about college nowadays, you see people be like, what do you mean? I'm not interested in this whole thing. Okay, let's study something, right? The school system developed a certain system within that system, and they've managed to make a lot of people wake up early. For some of people, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. They have to wake up, prepare for school and go to school. Maybe they'll start studying, or their lectures, they'll start maybe from 8 a.m., 7 a.m. and so forth. And this is actually a very good habit to carry, right? Waking up early, pre-planning, right? And if you look at it, in school we are forced to study. Whether we like it or not, you have to study so that you can pass an exam. If you can force yourself to study the markets, to study whatever you need to study each and every day, not because somebody is pushing you, but because you really need to do it. Now, let me tell you something. Trading, unfortunately, you are your own boss. You are your own teacher. You are your own trader. If nobody comes to say, hey, it's time for you to backtest, it's time for you to do this, nobody's going to come to save you or to tell you what to do. So you need to instill personal discipline. You need to create systems for yourself that you need to follow. This is when you can actually go buy a simple diary, right? Where you actually plan your day to say that, okay, from this time to this time, I'll wake up. From this time to this time, I'll do this. From this time to this time, I'll do something. From this time to this time, I'll start trading, or I'll journal my trades, or I'll review my journal, right? Why is this important? A business has systems in place. And if you have these systems and you follow them to the D, it is systems that actually take you to your goals or to wherever you want to go, or make you achieve whatever you want to achieve. If you do not have systems in place, and if you are not following them to the T, then we do have a problem. So take that mindset you had in college of studying, put it into your trading, and see if you not see the results that you are actually looking for. I tell my students that each and every day you have 24 hours, and in these 24 hours you have time to do other things, the things that you love, maybe social media, go to school, go to work, whatever you want to do. Make sure each and every day you have given yourself at least an hour or two just to be a good trader. And it takes at least 1,000 hours to become a professional and a perfect trader. So remember this, whenever you want to do this, you need to tell yourself, I've got to treat this like I'm in college. I've got to study like I'm in college. I've got to mark my charts like I'm in college. I've got to be disciplined like I am in college. And the next thing is what is actually making many of you lose in the markets or be stuck. Naturally, as human beings, we struggle to be consistent in one thing. We struggle to focus on one thing for quite a long time. Why? Because it tends to be boring. This is why you see nowadays they've actually developed a system on social media. If you notice, we have trends of reels, right, and shorts on TikTok or on Instagram. And what they've actually said, they said human beings, their attention span is actually reducing. They cannot spend more than 3 minutes or 2 minutes watching something. It's actually boring to be staring at one thing for a long time. Wow. Naturally, as human beings, we do not have this quality, but this quality is very important when you are a trader. You've got to learn to focus on one thing for quite a long time until you see the results. You've got to stay at it. Be consistent with one strategy. Learn something and stick to it until you get there. Some of you are jumping from one mentor to the next. Some of you are jumping from one strategy to the next. Today you're on YouTube, you're watching this strategy, you say I've mastered it, you get into the markets, you place a trade, maybe it's a losing trade, you leave it, you go look for the next. In a trading strategy, there's what is called a winning streak, a losing streak. There's also what is called the development of a trader. A strategy can actually be a very good strategy, but you ought to give it time. Why? To develop your mindset, to develop yourself, and to actually be skilled in articulating things and skilled in implementing whatever you are learning and interpreting the data that you are seeing in the markets. And I've realized that it takes at least 3 to 6 months to master one strategy. I'm not saying that you cannot master a strategy within a day, but to actually backtest enough, forward test enough, and journal and have enough data for you to actually see, okay, this is the age that I do have with this strategy. So this year, 2025, find one strategy, find one mentor, stick to that strategy, develop yourself, study, and you actually see that, oh my God, why have I been all over the place? Because indeed, if you are all over the place, guys, you won't get to your destination. You want to get to the United States of America, just go to the United States of America. Why are you finding yourself in Malawi, South Africa, Nigeria? Why are you finding yourself in Morocco, in Mexico? Go straight to the United States of America. Stick to one thing until you get there. It is not that complicated, I'm telling you. And this has actually worked for me, helped me to be where I am as a trader and as a human being. Trading has actually helped me in all other areas of my life. Get yourself an accountability partner. Guys, I do not know how I can actually emphasize this one. This is very, very important. This is so crucial. All the people you see, most of them, they have had mentors at some point. They've had people around them at some point. I will use a familiar example that most of you will understand. In school, we have always had colleagues around us. In our workplaces, we have always had colleagues around us. These people, they do play a very crucial role in our development. In trading, it's the same. You need people around you to help you. I understand that some of you are introverts. You love to be alone. You love to do your own things by yourself, which is quite cool, which is quite important. I myself, I'm not all over the place. I love doing things indoors. But when it comes to trading, you need to have people around you, either one person, an accountability partner who is going to help you and keep you accountable. You can go to them and say, you know what, I've been trying to learn this concept. Can you see if I'm really doing it properly? Can you see if I'm actually following it properly? If you do have a trading mentor or a coach, then you're actually at an advantage. The one that you can speak to directly, guys, it's very, very important. You need to have a mentor you can speak to directly. I'm not saying you cannot learn and master things if you do not have one, but you really need somebody you can sit down with and say that, you know what, this past week I've been trading, this is what I have. Whether you made money or not, this is what I had, and can you help me improve what I have? And if they are really sincere enough and good at what they do, they'll sit down with you, help you develop and become a very, very good trader. I know some of you are just watching from YouTube. Some of you are just learning from books, which is still good. But if you do have a community and people that you really think that, okay, I think we have the same mindset, we have the same goals, and whatever they are doing, I actually believe in it and I want to be a part of it, be a part of it, and you see yourself growing because you are seeing other traders trading. You are seeing other people doing things in real time, and this will help you so much, especially in the area of your psychology. You need somebody to talk to. I've seen traders becoming so frustrated, but they do have the pride that, you know what, I'll die with my losses. I won't tell anyone. But guess what? You really need people around you so that you don't lose the money that you are not supposed to be losing. I've spoken to people and traders who have lost so much money. Guys, why would one wait until they lose like $10,000, $20,000 or $30,000 or $50,000 before they can talk to somebody? You don't have to wait to lose money before you can talk to someone. Start now, begin now, look for somebody who is your coach, someone who's an accountability partner. It can be your friend who's also studying trading. Sit down with them. Let them help you. Sit together, go for lunch, open up your study materials and help each other grow. That's how it goes. All these successful millionaires that you see and billionaires, they do have mentors and coaches they can talk to, and that's why they are successful. It's very, very important. Unfortunately, traders want to do things by themselves. I don't know why I took so much time. On this point, but I feel like it's very, very crucial. This takes me to the next point. Creating the zone. Creating for yourself a successful environment. What do I mean by this? So when I was growing up, actually from high school all the way up to college, this is what I used to do. I realized that successful people, they have certain things that they do. They have certain areas that they go to so that they can refresh, meet other people, successful people, learn one or two things from them. So I'll take myself to restaurants and places like hotels, and what I realized that the people that I was meeting, they were people of high value, people who were up to something. Either they are building a certain business, either they are helping someone build a certain business, or they are actually incubating an idea or trying to build a certain business and looking for connections. Why is this important for a trader? You want to be successful and you are spending time in areas that do not give you value. You're spending time in the street, wasting all your energy as a trader, wasting all your time chasing after women if you are a guy. So you cannot waste your most precious time in places that do not add value to yourself. If you really want to be successful in any area of your life, then you need to be in the environment that actually develops you as a person. For example, If you want to be the best soccer player in the world, then you need to spend time in the field. If you want to be a good soldier, then you need to spend time in the barracks. That's where you are being taught. For some of you guys, you are just wasting away your time. This is what I used to do. I used to listen to a lot of podcasts, self-development podcasts. There are so many people across the world on YouTube and podcast platforms, and these people will actually help you. And I used to read a lot of books. Make sure each and every day you read something to develop yourself. You read self-development books. This will change your mindset, and you see the way successful people think. You see the way successful people see things, how they see the world, how they see opportunities. And once you do that, it will take you off the streets. It will take you away from places that do not actually add value to yourself. So once you create that environment that is less noisy, you will focus. This is why it's important. You will focus, you will grow, you will start to see that the way you see things is actually different from when you actually started. So this is very, very important to add to the tools that I'm giving you today, guys. So this takes me to the next point, and I believe this one is going to shock many, but it's very, very important. You need to niche down. You need to niche down on your strategy. Stick to one strategy, stick to one mentor, back test it enough, forward test it, journal your trades, master it. So if you check in each and every trading strategy, there are so many concepts that you are going to learn, that you are going to master, but not every concept will be applicable to you or will be applicable in the markets. For instance, the market moves in two ways. Either it is trending or it is ranging. So ask yourself, am I a range trader or am I a trend trader? And also, there are two kinds of traders. Basically, there are continuation traders. That's when you see breakout traders, breakout and retest and whatever. Then there are reversal traders. Ask yourself, am I a reversal trader? And you niche down. Either you can choose one side and say I'm a continuation trader or I am a reversal trader. Niche down to one particular concept, and you call that, you classify that as your A+ setup. You stick to that. It is journaled, remember, it is printed out. You know exactly what you're looking for. You wake up each and every day looking for that one particular thing. If you don't find it, then that's it. If you find it, then you strike. Act as a sniper. A sniper is not going to shoot his bullets all over the place. You wait, you sit down, study, take his time. You will niche down. Maybe sometimes snipers do carry just maybe 3 to 6 bullets. I'm not a sniper myself, but I've watched movies where I've seen snipers sniping people. So that's what you need. Don't be all over the place. It won't benefit you. You don't really need to know everything as a trader. You don't need to know every strategy as a trader. You don't need to be in any trading community as a trader. You don't need to be in connection with all the traders in the world. Niche down. It's very, very important. That's why you see people in other businesses are very successful. Let's take for example in the area of automobiles. If you look at companies like Toyota, they have been in the car business ever since they started. They've been developing a certain car ever since they started. Look at a company that is developing Colgate. They've been sticking to that niche to help people freshen up their breath. They stick to that. They develop that and they became a giant. You don't need to be all over the place. You're trying to design this, you're trying to do this, you're trying to design an aircraft, you're trying to design a car. It's really difficult. Master one thing, and once you master one thing, then you are then allowed to move to the next thing. So niche down. I speak to traders on a daily basis. I speak to my students on a daily basis, and I've coached many people on a daily basis, and I've seen they are all over the place. Like, I actually give people a free call where I speak to them about their journey and see how I can help them, and whether or not I can also help them with our trading mentorship program. But I've realized this one thing. People are just all over the place. I speak to people. What is your strategy? What do you do? What are you looking for? But can you show me your trading strategy? Where is your trading journal? They cannot produce all those things. Niche down. Focus on one thing, and you see it's not that complicated as I initially said. It's not that complicated, guys. I'm telling you, it's not complicated. It's not complicated. Let me repeat that. It's not that complicated. We are complicating things, wanting to know everything, wanting to trade everything, you see a sniper sniping, you want to snipe. You see this one swing trading, you want to swing. You see this one trading news, you want to trade news. See this one trading crypto, you want to be. master one thing. If you have noticed, a lot of people who have mastered one pair in the markets, one strategy, one time frame, one trading session, they are dangerous. I am telling you, they are really dangerous. And this takes me to this next point, and it's very, very crucial. And I think I'm going to open a lot of people's eyes, and you see, you'll be like, oh, it's not really difficult. It's not that difficult. I'm telling you, this particular thing has actually drained so many people. They are perfectionists. If you're a trader, stop over perfecting things. Over perfection is actually a great skill to have, a great skill set, I'm telling you. But this one is actually drained a lot of traders, and I believe it's one of the reasons why they are not making money. You know, as human beings, we really don't want to lose. We want to see things working and working so much, right? Unfortunately, the way that the trading system works is that within the trading strategy or your trading journey, there are losses, there are wins, break-evens, and missed trades, and you are going to be challenged so much. And when you see a trading strategy, there's no such thing as a perfect strategy. You will never find a strategy that has got 100% strike rate or win rate. So no matter how much you try to push yourself to look for one, to use money, to go from point to point, looking for that particular perfect strategy, you will never find it. I myself, I struggled with this one when I started, because I was telling myself to say I was good in school. If I wanted to be good in math, I was really good. If I wanted to be good in science, I was really good. How come I'm taking losses in trading? I cannot handle losses. I need to perfect this thing. The only thing you need to perfect is the skill set. The only thing you need to perfect is the trading system, is the trading journal, the trading plan. Make sure you've written down well, but it can never be 100% perfect. Stop over perfecting things. When you look at the markets, even the way the market develops, the candles, the way that they shape or pan out in the market is not always the same. Sometimes you see very long candles, sometimes you see a lot of dodgy candles. The market is ranging, sometimes it's trending. Allow yourself to move with the market. Become a fluid for you to become a trader. This is a very, very good skill set. Why? It will help you. It will help you when you are making your decisions. Some people, they miss trades. They miss perfect trades and good trades. Why? Because they are saying it's not really perfect according to my strategy. If it actually has at least 50%, 60% of what is within your trading plan, then it's actually a good trading setup to take. Once you take it, then you can control your risk through your risk management system and allow the markets to do its thing. Over perfection is not good. This is also the reason why people are moving from one strategy to the next without mastering one thing. They spend so much time and waste valuable time instead of trading, trying to perfect a strategy. You can never find a perfect strategy, but you can perfect your psychology. You can perfect how you think, how you see the market, how you work, your workflow system, the systems around you, that you can perfect. So I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I believe if this is you, then you've got to relax and just allow the system to take you far. It's not that difficult. You know, I struggled with it. I struggled with over perfection. And guess what? Just like you watching me right now on YouTube. Right now I'm thinking, is the sound really good? Is it perfect? Is the lighting perfect? Is everything perfect before I put out this video? But guess what? If I look at all those things carefully, I'm most likely not going to upload this video. So what is important is to put out the message, is to do what I'm supposed to do as I grow and develop and becoming a good trader or a good YouTuber. I hope you're getting it. Financial education. Only a few people are actually literate in this area. This one is going to hit many, and it's going to make you uncomfortable, but I'm not here to stress you. I'm not here to challenge you. I'm not here to poke you, but I'm here to show you something, right? We have gone to school, we have studied so many things, and it's very unfortunate that the education system that we have has not prepared many of us to be ready to challenge the world, to be literate in the area of finances. What do I mean? Somebody once said that if you want to look for broke people, look for traders who have been successful before and they've made money before. You will see these people are super broke. And why is that? I've been asking myself that same question. So this is what happens. Trading allows you to make a lot of money in a very short space of time. And for some people, they've never seen such an amount of money in their entire life. And they will start panicking. They will start spending recklessly. And guess what? And this will lead them being broke. Traders, they like to make money. Someone you see, they take $1,000 account, $10,000. That is $9,000 profits, right? That is $9,000 profit. And instead of reinvesting that money in other forms of business or back into your trading, they will take $9,000 that they've made in the markets. Then they'll spend it all, come back again to the $1,000 and try again. In most cases, they'll blow that money. They spend recklessly without any form of savings or another structure that will help them for the next 5 to 10 years. This is what you see with many businesses and many successful entrepreneurs and people who are making a mark in this world. They are literate. They've studied the subject of finances. They've studied the subject of financial flow systems. They know that if I do get money, I need to have a certain portion to my savings, a certain portion to reinvest for myself, to buy certain assets, things that will generate income. I don't have a problem with people purchasing and buying cars, but there is something that is very popular among traders. Every successful trader, they want to buy an expensive car, they want to buy an expensive watch, they want to buy expensive goods. I don't have a problem with that. It is your money. But guess what? If you are making money, you are getting money in, you are getting it out through things that do not add value. A car is beautiful, but a car is not an asset unless or otherwise you are using it to generate more income, maybe a car hire system or something. But if you're just buying it to show people that I'm successful, then you are not going anywhere in terms of your finances. So many of you are about to give up, not because you are not really good traders. You have made money before, but you have made so many mistakes. You have purchased the things that you cannot afford. I've always told people that personally, I tell myself that if I cannot afford something more than 20 times, then I cannot afford it. Why? Because with each and every amount of money that I get, it has to be portioned. I have to be careful. I have to be wise in planning. I have to think about the future. I have to think about how I can generate more income with that money. This is what you see with more rich people. They are accumulating assets. They are acquiring things that will generate them more income. When they make money, money is a tool to help you generate more money. Money is not a tool to destroy yourself. Unfortunately, in our community as traders, I don't know if it's a thing of trying to prove a point or something that I'm richer than this person. You'll see the next person who has made $500,000, $100,000 being broke in the next 2 years or within a year, and they'll never rise again. You were given an opportunity to make money by God, but guess what? You blew it. So remember this, money is a tool that you can use to grow. And someone might be asking me, so how do I develop this financial education? How can I become financially literate? It's very simple. Look for books, right? You can read this in books. There are so many books in bookstores, and a very good example of a book is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That is an amazing, excellent book you can actually have in your arsenal, right? So currently I'm actually studying this book. I don't know if you guys can see, Humble, Hungry, Hustle. And trust me, I'm learning a whole lot of things in there. I'm trying to be as financially smart as possible. And this takes us to the next point. The next point is that you need to create a productivity system that will help you to grow as a trader, as a person within your trading journey, right? I'm sure you've heard about this, that if you fail to plan, you actually plan to fail. You are planning. If you're not planning, you are actually planning. But the results of your planning is that you are going to fail. But if you do plan, then you are setting yourself up for success. So have a productivity system in check where you sit down and you plan your day to say, I wake up at this time, I do this, I do this. You can go on YouTube, you see a whole lot of daily routines of successful people. And actually, I do have a video, this video, where I share my daily routine as a trader, and you can watch it and see exactly how this has helped me. This is just to help me be in check, be disciplined, and be consistent with what I'm doing. And obviously, I'm always and constantly trying to improve myself to become very sharp in my execution and disciplined as a person. And I'm telling you, if you also take 1 or 2, 3 things from it, you will actually be happy and you will thank me later, I'm telling you. If you really want to be successful as a trader, then you must be willing to invest in your trading journey. You must be willing to invest in your trading journey. I'm sure you have heard that cheap things are actually expensive, right? You are struggling. Why? Because you're trying to figure things by yourself. There are people who have taken time to study these things. They know exactly what you need to do. Look for a perfect community to join. Look for a perfect coach, and this will save you tons and tons of thousands. Trust me. Be ready to read books, visit business conferences, go and learn something. Self-development communities, business communities, go and share ideas there. You are sharpening your mind. You know, iron sharpens iron. You cannot be in an environment that is full of plastic and yet you want to be iron. It doesn't work that way. You need to have someone who's sharpening you, someone who has gone through the same things that you are going through, and then develop as a person and grow. Be willing to put in money. Buy books in bookshops, buy articles, travel to certain places to learn something new as a trader. Don't just be stuck in one place. There's someone over there who is making money in trading. Go there and ask. Be humble. What is it that you are doing that I'm not able to do? If you are patient enough and if you are genuine, they will sit down with you and they'll tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what I've done, and you go put it back and try it for yourself, and you see success. And this will take us to the next point. I know someone might say that, but I do not have capital to trade. Guess what? In our generation right now, we have been blessed to have prop firms in the space. You need to think about it this way. Why am I not able to raise enough funds? Is it because of your inability to trade, or you don't have access to funds? If you actually know how to trade, trust me, it's easy for you to get money. Let's take, for example, if you decide to say, I want to purchase a funded challenge account as little as $5,000, I think it's less than $50. You start from there, you grow it, you learn from that. And guess what? I think traders in this generation are super blessed. Why? Because when you purchase a challenge account within the platform, you'll be able to see the statistics. They'll give you a daily, maximum daily drawdown, maximum daily loss, and maximum loss, and all these things, and they will help you, shape you as a trader and to manage big funds. Because now, knowing very well that if I breach this thing, then I'm going to lose my challenge, many people will find themselves developing into disciplined and profitable and consistently profitable traders. So go for a challenge account. You can start from 5,000, 20,000, and you can grow up to $1 million. Personally, I'm in a journey where I'm trying to grow up to $1 million in funding. Why? Because I believe I have the skill and I believe that it is possible. And throughout the journey, I'm learning, I'm developing myself. I'm learning to manage large chunks of money. I'm learning to be disciplined. I'm learning to grow as a person. And this can actually shape you. Go and study a lot of prop firms. All those rules that they have, they can actually be a part of your trading strategy. They can actually be a part of your trading system, and you can use them and shape you to become a great trader. And this takes me to the last point, which I need to speak about. You need to create multiple streams of income. It is very, very crucial. It is not every day that you are going to have winning trades. You are going to find those big trades in the markets. It's not every day that you are going to be feeling good or be feeling well to actually place trades. So if you have various businesses or various ways that are bringing in cash, then you are actually set for life. Use trading as that bridge that will take you into other businesses. For example, you can get yourself into real estate, you can get yourself into farming, you can get yourself into crypto, you can get yourself into videography, you can get whatever opportunity that you can get. You can buy and sell things so that you can generate income somewhere. Why is this important? This is very important such that there are times where you are going to have break-even months. And when you have break-even months, you're not going to pressure yourself. There are times where you're going to have losing streaks. And in those times, you need cash, you need money to pay for your bills, to pay for whatever you need to pay for. And if you have money coming in from other things, then you're really good to go. You are not going to try and force things in the markets. And I'll tell you, 90% of people are blowing accounts not because they don't know about risk management. They know I'm supposed to risk 1% or 2%, but 2% on $100 account or 2% on a small account is not going to help them pay bills. So as a result, they are going to pump up the lot size to try and cover things that they need to cover. And as a result, they will lose their accounts, they'll blow their accounts and start over again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this has helped people. I hope this will help you. I hope that you are going to implement this in your trading, and I hope that you are going to leave a comment, like, and share this video if you really found value. I would really be excited and happy to read your comments and also to speak to some of you about your trading journey. So if you're really interested in speaking to me directly, I do give people a free trading consultation call where I speak to them about their journey and how I can actually help them. So you can call me on the number that you see on the screen, or you can visit our website, or you can click the links in the description below. So ladies and gentlemen, BGFX Legend, a peace.